Hey, fans of the Monday Movie Club. This week I picked Pulp Fiction from 1994, which is number three on the Franken list.
Wow.
Number three. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm Frank Gaffney. Did I say that already? All right. With us always, Vlad Vega. Joel, why Vlad? Are you Russian all of a sudden?
I was just looking for another V name. Vic Vega, Vincent
Um,
Vega. It was either Vlad or Virgil. I went with Vlad.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Mark Wotsitz is my man from Amsterdam. Go fuck. Sometimes Cringer. He was here before we started. As soon as he heard the thing, he went, "No, I'm leaving." And he came back from Tampa.
Yep,
25 for 25 is done.
all done.
All
It's
done.
exciting.
Wow.
Okay, Frank, why Pulp Fiction? I think I said this. I'm forcing us to watch the top movies on the Franken list. There you go. Here's a plot. Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield are hitmen with a penchant for philosophical discussions in this ultra hip, multi strand crime movie. Their storyline is interwoven with those of their boss, Marcellus Wallace, his actress wife Mia, struggling boxer Butch Coolidge, master fixer Winston Wolfe, and a nervous pair of armed robbers, Pumpkin and Honey Bunny. Such a great cast. My goodness. And last week Joel said that Reservoir Dogs kind of put a shot in the arm of independent film. I think this movie blew it into the stratosphere.
Yep.
100%.
Um, but one of the interesting things really about Pulp Fiction is how it's changed. I mean, 31 years later, right? When you look back, I totally remember that when it premiered at the New York Film Festival, like they were like people passed out when the plunger went in her chest and all kinds of craziness. And I think that I would not be wrong in saying that this is one of the most influential movies of our modern era.
Yeah.
And it really felt like an explosion. It was like so different. And this is what I wrote: dynamic, lurid, breath of fresh air, and with style and a unique vision. And so many knockoffs since then, really. So many of those crime dramas with ultra violence, really. And 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 I it might be a little controversial, but I think some of it is really due in part to he who shall not be named, who was a genius at marketing things. Really. I mean,
Weinstein?
Yeah.
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 They
And
didn't call
so,
it the Weinstein machine, right? Or the Miramax machine, whatever.
right? Yeah. And he knew how to get people talking about it, how to make it a movie you wanted to see. I mean, what was that movie with the Jay Davidson?
The Crying Game.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Oh,
Crying
yeah.
Game. Oh my God. It was like, don't reveal and it became a thing. You had to go just to see what the hell they were talking about. Okay. And up until this point, I think there's never been a movie so in love with other movies. And this was not just in love with great movies, but in love with 70s revenge exploitation movies. And so I think Tarantino is our generation's nerd movie director.
I
Sure.
was reading an article where somebody referred to him perfectly as a cinematic kleptomaniac.
Oh my God, it's great.
Kleptomaniac.
Great.
That is perfect
Yeah.
because he steals from everybody.
Yep.
I get it.
But in a great way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all right. So I obviously have reviewed it for the Franken list on the Facebook many times. Uh do I have to go over the whole thing? But the minute Amanda Plummer gets up with that rinky dink voice and says, "I'll murder every
Last one of you
motherfucking last one of
motherfuckers.
you,"
Yeah.
I was smiling, totally
Yeah, she was
smiling.
great.
Yeah.
And and it was so the time shifting. We had it a little bit in Reservoir Dogs, but here so brilliantly done, really, because you were able to follow the story, but here going back and forth when John Travolta and Sam Jackson show up in the sweatpants and the t-shirts, you're like, what happened?
Right.
And then when we find out, you're like, oh, it's so beautifully done.
Perfectly done. Yeah.
And okay, not every director has one great film in them. This is Quentin Tarantino's greatest film, and it really is. Some okay, blah blah blah. Who cares? And yes, he totally borrowed from all these movies he would recommend when he was in the video store watching all these crazy movies, funneled it through his warped little brain, and out came this great film. And originally it was planned as a trilogy of separate stories, but intertwining them is what made it so great. And that all these people that agreed to do this movie, and again, I'm sure Harvey had a big sway in getting them to sign on. And and the squeaky clean people like Eric Stoltz and Patricia Arquette, you're like, Patricia Arquette? Rosanna Arquette.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh no, it's edgy. You'll get to be edgy in this movie. Funny. Okay, and of course we have to get to the one nit to pick. I'm giving this 4 stars, but I really am reluctant. I'm going to say 3.999 because why he casts himself as Jimmy is travesty.
I have a
It is
similar nit, but
travesty.
it's not him. And I thought of you the whole time he was on. I'm like, he's not that bad. Who cares?
He is that bad. He doesn't know how to deliver a line.
He's
And
better than he
so,
was in Reservoir Dogs. Put it
and he
that way.
thinks he's so cool being able to say the N word.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, you're white. Stop it right now. In 1994, there wasn't the uproar, obviously, there would be today of him saying that word. It's really for me, the only misstep in this otherwise perfect movie.
Wait, the N-word nuclear?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, nuclear.
Nuclear.
And the really great thing is that he doesn't patronize, he doesn't glamorize, and he doesn't judge his band of outsiders. This is just them. And some of it is even kind of sweet. And you're like, oh, okay. Brilliant, brutal, funny, exhilarating, jaw droppingly cruel, and disarmingly sweet, says Frank Gaffney. So that's for me. 4 stars. It is his best film and one of the greatest of all time. I don't mind that it's number 3. All right, who wants to go next? Anybody?
Nobody.
We're not used to you offering. It's
I know.
I know, right?
We
Annie,
need
have you
direction.
seen it?
We need direction, Frank.
Annie,
I'll
you've
give you
seen
a
it before,
direction.
right? Annie?
I have. I saw it once.
Wow.
And yeah, I saw it once. The only thing I remember was that needle, and
Yeah.
I was like, but
Is that a thing that really can be done?
Yeah.
Giving somebody
Oh,
adrenaline
oh.
right to the heart?
they had to research it for the film.
All I
Yeah.
know is one of my best friends growing up. She went in the mid to late 90s for Halloween. She went as Uma Thurman with a
With the,
Syringe sticking
giant
out her chest.
syringe hanging off of her shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
I did look up because she thought she was sniffing coke and it was heroin. I said, "Oh my God, does this happen?" And it said, "No, people snort heroin all the time."
But it was the madman, so maybe it was like some super strong stuff.
Yeah, and she was already doing other stuff.
Yeah, she was already coked
Every,
up.
that whole scene, the amount of drinking and drugs that they were doing within the course of like 10 minutes on film
Yeah. And I
would have
love
killed
how
anybody.
I love how they were in that restaurant, that fabulous restaurant. I'm sorry, Annie. And she said, "I have to go powder my nose."
yeah.
Very
And she
50s
did
thing to
it.
say.
Say,
And that is
goddamn.
Yeah. I wonder if it took any convincing to get John Travolta to dance. Like, come on,
considering
John,
that
look at you dancing. Come on.
considering that he had no career at the time and that nobody wanted him in the movie other than Quentin Tarantino, I'm pretty sure it was easy to do that.
Well, he had a bit of a comeback with Look Who's Talking.
No.
But
Read
this
up on
was
it.
Really big.
Read up on it.
Film that brought his comeback to life.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Weinstein did not want him. He wanted to, like, Quentin had to threaten to walk away, other than because Harvey Weinstein did not want Travolta at all.
Well,
So
because Quentin Tarantino wanted to show him his Welcome Back Kotter board game. That was the whole
Yes, I
reason.
read that in the trivia.
funny.
All
Annie,
right,
so what were
Annie,
you
go ahead.
saying?
So this is only your second time seeing this,
Yes,
and was it better this time?
I didn't remember most of it, and it was I'm definitely desensitized to all the
Violent movies
violence.
now. Now that we're making you watch so many of them.
Wait till
Yes,
next week.
yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
But I felt it was like too long, a little bit too long for me.
that's what she said.
Yes, and
Nobody's ever said that to you. Stop it.
and movies that like jump like that kind of makes me a little bit nutty.
Yes,
Right.
but this is to me the best version of that.
Yeah, it's a lot. You have to really pay attention to what's going on for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
And you definitely need a second viewing for something like this.
Yeah, and I definitely like towards the end, I was like, oh no, they're gonna be in the diner, right? That's where they're gonna be. And
Right.
but there was a lot of surprises, throughout the whole movie, which was good. So um like the part where Butch and Marcellus gets tied up and stuff, did not see that coming, and like I
Yeah.
didn't remember most of it. So the philosophical discussions are great, and I thought the part with, and I love when Harvey Keitel came in and he was the wolf,
The cleanup
it-
man.
Yeah.
The cleanup man.
yes, and I thought that part was great, but I felt like the whole part with Jimmy and his house I was like, okay, just get on with it, and so there was one part where Bonnie was there and saw them carrying the body. That was just like what would happen
Right.
if she
Yes.
came home,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It actually happened.
Didn't actually happen, yeah. So yeah, but so then for me it was like just get on with it. And then like the other guy with the gun in the bathroom,
Love that.
I was so confused about it all. And Danny was like, "That's the other guy," and I was like,
Yeah.
Lexus Arquette.
Bizarro Jerry
Is that
Seinfeld. Bizarro Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh,
He
really?
looked like a weird caricature of Jerry Seinfeld, that guy.
Arquette.
He's an Arquette?
Yes.
She is an Arquette.
Yeah.
She.
He transitioned
He
after the
transitioned.
Oh.
She is listed in the credits on the film now as Alexis Arquette.
Oh wow.
but now dead.
"Oh,
Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we sidetracking this. Go
Yeah.
on. Annie?
yes." And I definitely didn't understand the whole part with the t-shirt and stuff till the end. So there are those things that I find like fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Just the glowing light, like when he opens the suitcase and
Right.
and
That was a
that's
big deal. I remember at the time.
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. And what's in there? Whatever you want to be in there.
I remember reading that it was Marcellus Wallace's soul, which is why he had the Band-Aid on the back of his head, because the devil takes your soul out of the back of your head. Some bullshit
that's
like
right.
that.
That's great.
Lots of theories, all bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
and
But
and
a stroke of brilliance.
yeah, no, so much of it really was, and that gun going off because he hit a bump.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, "What?"
Shit, I shot Marvin in the face.
Yeah,
I watched his finger and he actually did do it.
yeah. Well, I know it's a 4 for a lot of people on a lot of people's lists, but I'm not quite there yet. So I'm gonna go with a 3.25.
You need to see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely need to see it again. Well, Mark, you have the picture up, so obviously you love this movie.
Let me go to
Oh,
my.
wait, and the restaurant
Yes.
was fabulous. I want to go
Yeah,
there.
I wish
my
it was a
God.
real restaurant.
Yes.
I'm
Fabulous.
I'm surprised that nobody's like franchised Jackrabbits
Right?
at this point.
Right?
Seriously.
We did go
Definitely.
someplace in Knoxville where there was like a car seat,
Yeah.
booth, and right? There was
Yeah, no,
like a
there's a
50s style
yeah,
restaurant.
there's a
Yeah,
diner in Pigeon Forge that's
Yes.
exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
there should be. I would totally
But
go there.
it's not an adult entertainment nightclub restaurant thing.
It's
Yes.
not
It's more a family friendly.
it's not staffed by
So
Marilyn Monroe.
you can still get alcohol,
Yeah.
but
But
all the waitresses are dressed in 50s garb, Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Jane Mansfield must be off tonight.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yes. And it's funny because the first time I'm seeing this movie, I didn't know the difference between who was there?
Marilyn Monroe,
Oh, and Mamie Van Doren.
Van Doren.
Yeah, I had no idea what that meant at 19 years old, but now
Yeah.
I do. So it definitely it hits differently.
It's
All
all
right,
boobs, Mark. That's all you need to know.
I'm happy with that. So I'll start off nice and easy and make this a four-star movie. And unlike Annie, I've seen this at least 12 times, if not more. It came out when I was a sophomore in college, and they had a viewing of it in like a theater at my school. 'Cause I boarded at college for the first 2 years, so I was there and they showed it. I remember just being blown away by it, but also not knowing what the hell I just saw. I mean, the gimp and everything, it was crazy at 19 years old. I had no idea what the hell I just watched.
You
Um,
weren't the only one thinking that, and people weren't
I'm
19 years old.
sure. Yeah, exactly. Which is probably why I didn't win the Academy Award because it was a little bit too wonky for some
Well,
people,
it
I should
did
say.
win for screenplay, so that's
Okay.
the biggest accomplishment here, I think.
Yeah. And I wrote a note, at least this time, unlike last week, where nobody knew what Reservoir Dogs meant, at least they tell us in the first 3 seconds what Pulp Fiction means right away, right on the screen. Here you go. Um, and this is most definitely my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Even though I put on Inglourious Basterds, I thought it's too easy to put this movie on because it is by far, and I know Joel, you disagree, but for me, this is his
No,
best work
I don't.
for
I think
sure.
it's a semantic thing.
Yeah.
I think Joel will recognize this is his best movie, but it's not Joel's favorite movie.
Correct.
Okay, fair. Okay, gotcha. It's a masterpiece that comes together perfectly at the end. As you were saying, Annie, I think another viewing, you will really just get, okay, now they're in their shorts and t-shirts and now
Right.
they're in their suits and you'll kind of get the
And you're
whole
like, wait a minute,
viewing
I
of it.
thought he was dead. How did he
Yeah, and
get to the
then
diner?
you'll know that at the end, Butch is the last part of the movie because Jules is already retired, which is why it's Vincent and Marcellus that are watching the house and all this
Right.
stuff. Anyway, um, the music, incredible. Writing, incredible. I love the whole foot massage conversation from start to finish. I remember all of my buddies at the time talking about that.
But it's
Jack Rabbit.
absolutely true. Sorry.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Absolutely true.
Every single one means something. Um, Jack Rabbit Slims. I actually looked it up just to see, and yeah, there is no other. I feel like there should have been a Jack Rabbit Slims after this, but there is none. Um, and we seem to be having a Steve Buscemi-a-thon.
And
Fargo,
I did
Reservoir
not catch
Dogs.
that.
Yes,
You
he was the
think
waiter.
I didn't know that for like 10 years. I watched the movie 4 times before realizing that was Steve Buscemi as Buddy
I
Holly.
catch that.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that he didn't have a bigger part, considering that he was a big part of the first movie. I would have thought he had more than like
I mean, I
one
think that's the
line.
joke. He's like, just come in for a day and do this.
I actually
Yeah.
think they wanted to cast him in a. If I have to go back and look. They wanted to cast him in a different role, and he wasn't available. So
That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Then he
Just like
agreed
Michael
to do
Madsen couldn't do Vic. So
and
big mistake.
he
Big.
regretted
Huge.
that.
Huge.
huge.
He regretted that one.
Well, but he couldn't do anything about it. It was Tombstone or
Yes,
Wyatt
of
Earp or
course.
whatever. Wyatt Earp. Yeah.
Yeah. He was already
Um,
contracted
I love the entire OD shot with Atlantis House with Uma. And get the shot. I mean, all the stuff has been. It's like a joke on the radio. Everything. It was such a huge phenomenon at the time. The Gold Watch story told by Christopher Walken is delivered perfectly with the
Oh my gosh.
suddenly racism creeping in and then going full bore with the racism. I mean, it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Written
Oh yeah.
perfectly, delivered perfectly, and what I'm calling the punch drunks chase, but it's really the car crash drunk chase through the streets to the pawn shop, with them both just not even be able to run or shoot, whatever. Fantastic. And did everybody catch Kathy Griffin?
Yep.
And I forget her name. The Japanese chick that was in Whose Line Is It Anyway? She was also the one that was that this he opens his eyes to her. Anyway, um, don't get me started on the Gimp. Choosing the right weapon, Bruce Willis
That was so
is
fun.
it is it's everything you could say so many times in this movie. It was just done perfectly. Yes,
And the sword certainly killed Bill, right?
Yeah.
a precursor, absolutely, with the katana. Yeah. And
It's a
yes, the
homage
bizarro
to
Jerry
all
Seinfeld.
of, it's that's a homage to all of the samurai films that he loved and stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
which then Kill Bill became a
Yeah.
full blown.
even more. Yeah, exactly. And which is funny because also Uma Thurman refers to the Fox Force 5, which became it was one guy, Michael Madsen, but otherwise it was basically Fox Force 5 was Kill Bill's Death Squad.
Yeah.
The bizarro Jerry Seinfeld hiding in the bathroom with a gun. Winston Wolfe. It's the one that says "bad motherfucker." So many fantastic live lines, just delivered perfectly. And it would not have been the same without both these two guys. Like if you had put anyone else in this role, it just, I don't know. It was perfect, perfect, perfect. And lastly, I'll say that my brother and I had in the we moved out of my parents' house and moved into the house two doors down as roommates, and we put the Bible passage as our answering machine. I started off by saying like, "Hey, you've reached Mark and Eric. Sorry, missed your call. Please miss it. Please leave a message, or else I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger." And I did the whole thing. So all our friends must have hated us because the message went on for like a full minute before you could
We'd
even.
be like this.
No,
Yes. Oh my
no,
God. Let's go. Let's go. I've heard it 4 times already.
nobody
But
left messages.
Yeah.
exactly. It was
Yeah.
a good way to screen people out. But at the time, we thought it was absolutely hilarious and the best thing ever. So I actually missed that. I wish I still could save that recording, but it's gone forever. Anyway, again, 4 stars. I love this. I will watch this again. I've seen it a number of times. And even Danielle, she's iffy on this one. It's weird because she said she would give it 3 stars. She normally says, "Nah, I don't want to watch that. I never want to watch it." But she watched it with me this week and she thoroughly enjoyed.
Her first time.
No, no, no. She's seen it before, but it's not her go-to movie.
And Christopher Walken had to audition.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
he was perfect. I thought
Yeah.
that
Oh my
scene
gosh.
was perfect.
Yes, agreed.
And that's one of the things Quentin said was that he wrote it, but this was completely different from what he imagined. So much better. What's going
Yeah.
on?
And
All right.
I forgot to say, I love the tomato joke.
Catch up.
Oh, catch up. All right, Goldfuck, what do you say?
I had
Brilliant.
seen this. What?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. I had seen this, I'm a big Tarantino fan. I had seen this in the theater. And then, as we discussed, Frank, in 2002, when we were going through the 100 greatest movies, and Keith was there, and that was the second time I saw it. So a week and a half ago was the third time I saw it. And then the last couple of days was the fourth time I saw it. It is definitely a great movie to watch back to back, to just like we were talking about The Sixth Sense and other movies. It's great
okay.
to
Right.
watch. And
Right.
last week's movie, whatever the hell, Reservoir Dogs. Because when I watched it last week, a week and a half ago, I didn't remember. I remembered very little. I was like, "Oh my God, John Travolta gets killed at an hour and a half in, and there's another hour to go." So there's a lot I didn't remember. So it was so much fun rewatching it. And like
By
I
the
said,
way, and Danielle called it out. If you went back to your house where you know you're going to get murdered, would you really stop for a Pop-Tart?
I absolutely thought that. I'm like, get out of the kitchen, just go.
Just
Don't-
go.
No, come
Just go.
on. That is a typical horror movie thing. They're like,
Do
"Oh,
something
well,
stupid.
I'll just, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, do something stupid. There was a
Well,
lot of conveniences.
but it turned out fine for him.
Oh
Bruce
yeah,
Willis.
sure. Yeah.
But I do remember in the theater, or in my college theater, whatever you want to call it, when he looks down and sees the machine gun for the first time, it's like, oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then him so gingerly wiping it off when he
Yeah.
leaves.
Bruce Willis runs like a girl, by the way. I've said that for years. And if you watch Die Hard 2, he runs like a girl.
How funny.
Die Hard also or Die Hard 2?
Oh, that's a good point. You are correct, Joel. Die Hard also.
You really meant also? Because I definitely thought you meant too.
No, I meant also. Him running around the Nakatomi Plaza, he runs like a girl, totally.
That's
And
fine.
Clint Eastwood can't throw a punch. Sorry, that's my last bit. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure we discussed that when we watched Die Hard.
Yeah.
Just what I love about Tarantino so much is the dialogue. Just listening to the two of them talking about the foot massages or what they were talking about in the diner. There's so much
Yes.
dialogue. And yeah, the movie is just over 2.5 hours long, but because the writing is so good, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I don't mind the slowness and the talkiness of any Tarantino movie.
The whole conversation on bacon. You're 2 hours and 20 minutes in, and he's talking about bacon and walking the earth. It was fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great conversation.
Yeah.
So I am removing 1/4 of a star for the same reason as Frank, but not because of Tarantino. It's because of the lady cab driver. She was brutal. And like, I thought she was Russian and she was Colombian. She was horrible. And Bruce Willis's girlfriend was just right here in the horrible acting. What was with these two women? They were horrible.
Oh, I liked the girlfriend, the driver,
Oh.
the taxi driver. I could see, but I liked whatever her name was.
The girlfriend is English is her second language, so she was not really.
Yeah.
So
American.
annoying, though. So
Terrible.
annoying.
And I was like, get
Wow.
on the fucking motorcycle already.
That's the joke. That's the joke. That's the best part of it when he breaks down. He's like, "Oh, how was your day? I'm sorry. Did you have pancakes? That was fantastic."
Let's go.
Yes, when he then turned and hugged her. Yeah, that was great. But I hated him
Yes.
so much. So this loses 1/4 star. So I'm giving it 2 stars.
Wait, you're giving the movie 2 stars?
No,
Yeah.
No.
I'm giving it
3.75.
3.7.
Two stars to the cab driver and the French lady.
Yeah.
Okay,
3.75.
that makes sense.
Joel, 4 stars, right, Joel?
Maybe.
Oh,
No,
interesting.
it's as you astutely said earlier, Frank. It is Tarantino's best film, even though it's not my favorite film.
And what's your favorite?
I astutely
Jackie
said
Brown.
Jackie Brown.
I saw it.
astutely said
Jackie Brown. Yes. It is a 4-star film for a variety of reasons. Tarantino's acting doesn't bother me because it is what it is.
Yep.
The cab driver doesn't bother me because it is what it is. I've seen
Yeah,
this.
that didn't bother me either. I'm like, okay, it was such a
I've seen
small
this
part.
movie more times than I could count at this point. My favorite viewing, however, I will relate that. Sometime after, I had seen the theater in the movie in theaters. I'd seen it on video a couple of times, but it was still like fresh in the sense that it was maybe like a year later on video. And my grandfather was visiting, and he's like, "I keep hearing about this movie Pulp Fiction. I want to watch it." And I was like, "I don't think you're going to like it. I don't care. Everybody in Florida is talking about it. I want to watch it. You're going to show it to me." It's like, okay. So I put it on, and within 5 minutes, he's fast asleep. And I was like, hey, the movie's on. I'm going to keep watching. So, I sat there watching the entire movie with my grandfather sitting in the recliner, completely asleep. The movie ends, the credits start, and he wakes up. It's like, what the hell was that shit? Fuck this, fuck that, fuck the other thing, fuck this.
Right.
Like, you slept through the whole thing. I heard enough of it. Why would anybody like this? And I was just like,
Yep.
That's great.
It is
Makes
what it
sense,
is.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was in his late 80s at that point. I don't remember anymore. But
That's funny.
yeah, it's just a masterfully crafted film. It deserved the screenplay nomination that it got.
It won.
Yeah, no, I meant the award. Sorry.
Right.
It deserved all the other nominations. I would even go so far to say it probably should have won over, Forrest Gump for Best Picture. But I don't remember what else was nominated. I think Shawshank was.
Shawshank. All three of them would have won.
Yeah,
in any given year.
Anything should have won over Forrest Gump. But anyway,
Wrong.
I have to agree with Joel on this.
I know. But
anyway, there's really nothing wrong with the film as far as I'm concerned. It still packs a punch if you haven't seen it. I'm sure somebody watching it for the first time today might get a little offended by certain things, but
oh yeah,
a little more so than they would have in 1994.
I hope no one's watching it for the first time. We gave the whole movie away.
Yeah, Yeah, but
Frank, you have to write spoiler alert at the top now.
it's never the destination, it's the journey. So
Yes, I
and
agree.
we haven't given any of that away. But
If anybody's still watching this, if you have not seen this movie, like Andy just said, you need
what's
to
wrong
stop.
with you? What's
Yeah,
wrong with
go
you?
watch it right now. Holy crap.
This was an interesting time in his career because obviously, you were coming off of Reservoir Dogs, both True Romance and Natural Born Killers, which are scripts that he had written, were in the works at that point through other directors, and then this kind of really cemented him as a force to be reckoned with.
And what was next?
Jackie.
After this is Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
So. Which is the only film he's done that's based on someone else's material to an extent. Because obviously Roger Avery had written, I think it was Roger Avery, had written part of Pulp Fiction when it was originally a different concept. So
What was it? Rum Punch? What was it? Something Punch?
Jackie Brown is based on Elmore Leonard's Rum Punch.
Okay.
Which is a great book. Yeah.
But he made her black instead.
Correct. Because, he wanted Pam Grier. Pam Grier had come into audition for this film for, I forget what part. There was some part, but they didn't find her believable in it because she's Pam Grier. She was bigger than the part should have needed to be.
Cab driver.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the cab driver. The only other one I know the guy who plays Paul the bartender, my name is Paul, this is between y'all.
Whose real name is Paul, yes.
Yeah, he was originally almost cast as Jules because when Sam Jackson came into audition, he didn't really try. He was like, assuming he was going to get the part anyway, so he just kind of walked through it. And
because hold on, didn't he audition for Reservoir Dogs probably for the one black guy that was in the movie who was the guy who was the flashbacks training Tim Roth.
Right.
He didn't get the part, but Quentin Tarantino sent him a note saying like, I loved you anyway, and I wrote a part for you in my next movie.
No,
so I thought he did write this for him. No,
he didn't. He actually wrote it for Lawrence Fishburne. And Lawrence Fishburne didn't want to do the part because he felt the film glorified the use of heroin. So, which,
It did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can take heroin and just get an adrenaline shot and be fine, why not do it?
Right. Anyway, so just a little bit of trivia. It's a great film. I don't have anything really else to say.
Well, of course, and Quentin and Sam Jackson went on to do many more movies together.
Yes. Isn't he in like every one of his movies after that?
No, but remember, Jackie Brown was right after this, and he was a major part of that. He was also in Django Unchained.
Yeah, but he plays the piano player in Kill Bill and some of the flashbacks.
Hateful Eight.
He's in the Hateful Eight. He's not in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nor in Death Proof.
Not in Death Proof.
So. In Inglourious Bastards next week?
No.
No.
Let me double check that.
We'll wait while you.
And he's not in Tarantino's segment of Four Rooms. So.
Okay, are we done then, Joel?
Are we ever done?
Wait, did you give it 4 stars?
Yes, I gave it 4
yes.
stars.
Okay.
I just want this to be as long as Pulp Fiction.
I gotta be somewhere.
Let's keep talking.
He was in 6 of 9. He was in 6 of 9. 7 of 9. He was
Wait,
in 6 of his 9.
Nine, half a dozen of the other.
Isn't 6 of 9 a character in Star Trek?
Yeah, 7 of 9.
7 of 9. Jerry Ryan.
Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill, Volume 2, Inglourious Bastards. He provides the voiceover narration. Django Unchained, Hateful Eight.
He does the voiceover in Inglourious Bastards.
Well, we'll find out
next week. Yeah.
Good segue.
I was going to say that's a perfect segue, right?
Perfect segue. Yes, next week is our 3rd Tarantino in a row. Say yay, Annie.
Yay.
I haven't seen that one.
Inglourious Bastards from 2009. That's on Paramount Plus. If you want to watch Pulp Fiction, and you really should, even if you've seen it, haven't seen it in a while, Amy forgot the whole plot. That is on Prime or Paramount Plus. I'm Frank Gaffney. Go watch this movie.
And also with you, motherfucker.